After the instructional portion of the video, you can get tabs and backing tracks if you go to my website, www.erichaugenguitar.com. Let me talk about my equipment that I'm using today. This is a 1966 Fender Mustang with Tom Brantley custom pickups. I'm using the neck pickup. Going into my board, today I have my Clyde McCoy 90s reissue Vox wah in the mix that I'm using for those wah sounds. I have a Strymon Deco going for a little bit of saturation. I have a Strymon Flint going for a little bit of reverb. And I'm using my Mototone Tweed Pro clone mic'd up with a Rode NTR active ribbon mic. That's what you're hearing. Okay. Strawberry 23 Letter by Shuggie Otis. Yeah, great song. Great, yeah, I mean, what a great artist. Really unique, really just did his own thing. Let's look at how to play it. I might need to tune again. Let's see. This guitar is fighting a battle against the cold weather as we roll into winter in North Carolina here. Oh, poor Mustang. You just don't know what key you want to be in, do you? Okay. Okay. That opening bit is A minor, G, F, G. Now, I recommend, A minor is a standard grab. G is like you take the bar chord form, but you don't really bar it. My pointer finger's only covering the 3 of that B so that high E can come in to create a G6 chord ultimately. And you drop it back, which having that high E now gives you that F major 7. That's that kind of... I can't whistle very well. And then the main verse progression is really A minor, D minor, E minor, F, G is really what it is. My love, I heard a kiss from you. Which you could play that, no problem. I would do it with bar chords like that. But for funsies, you know me, I like to take the melody. So what is that? I grab that 5 with the root, and then, I'm playing out of my A pentatonic minor, which is mostly what his vocal melody is coming from. 7 5 7 7 5 5 5 5 7 7. Then that's a little grab here is 5 6 5, which is really implying the F chord that's passing by, and then I just move it up to 7 8 7, which is implying the G chord. That's why I do those. And then second phrase, that's just 7 5 7 7 7 5 something. I don't need to say those. I mean, I think you could see that. And then, because that's where the D minor would be, so I hit the D, and then a little. That's just the 7 and 8, yeah, of that passing G. And then next phrase is kind of the same as the one before it. A little bit different there, yeah. Little slide action there, and then this final 4th phrase of the first half of the verse. That moves into minor territory with that 4th fret note, the 9th of the key. 5 7 5 4 5. Now, truth be told, of course, in the real song, that verse is a double verse, so it's going to go around another time. But just for brevity's sake, if you're into that whole brevity thing, I just cut it short so you could mess around with it on your own. So, a review of the verse. we got this great chorus where it kind of switches to major, which is so fun. Let's look at that. So those chords are F and F and then you had to ask, is it cool? C9. So yeah, it's F C C9, which is 3 2 3 3. Melodically, 3rd fret of the D, and then 3 1 3 2 3 1 3 2 again. That's 7 5 on the G, because there's the shift to the C. And yep, so that's 5 7 5 5 5 7 8 7. That's an E minor 7 flat 5 chord, which we're getting into territory where E minor 7 flat 5 is really a C9. So you can get away with that. It's a neat substitution. Look at those three. There they are again. That's why you can do that. And you'll see that in like jump blues and swing blues, like the bass player will be going like, but the guitar player will be going, and it ends up working out magically enough, even though it doesn't seem like it would. Anyway, goes back to the F. You gotta love a well-placed diminished chord. Yeah, an F sharp diminished. So yeah, at that point, if you do not see me, my friend, I'm going to be with my baby. So yeah, that is, I'm going to 1 and 2 on the D and the G. 1, and then the baby. This part was kind of hard to transcribe because he gets very soulful with the way he sings it. But it's always a fun challenge as a guitar player to see how much you can cop a vocal melody, because it challenges your phrasing ability. So that's 6 5 3 5 on the B string, and then a little pre-bend on the 7 of the G. So a little 7 pulls down. 5's gonna slide back into the 7. Yeah. Baby, I am free. And you know, you can do these very, slide outs of them, but that's a vocal thing. I'm gonna probably do another video lesson on just this type of stuff, of how, like, if you really want to phrase your guitar like a vocalist, there's certain things that singers, the human voice, does that we don't think to do on guitar. And the slides and the falls and the bends are different than usual guitar bends. And I like, those are great, those are guitar things, and guitar things are cool, but vocalists move differently. Those fallbacks are very vocal. And then a 5-0 on the high E. So then that was 8-8, and then there's another pre-bend on that 7. Quick little hammers. Yeah, so that is 5-0 8 7. Hammer, hammer. So that was 7 to 9. 5 to 7. And then it goes back to the opening thing. Now, Lord have mercy, one of the hardest things I've transcribed and can barely play, his just amazing guitar outro. First, let's talk about the chord change. It's over an A. Then I wouldn't say if it's an A major or A minor, because his lead is implying A major, but the rest of the song is A minor. So let's just call it an A power chord. And then down to a G. E minor. And then what? Yeah, B flat. I know that's annoying. You get the idea. Okay, so I transcribe it about 5 different ways. I first used the amazing Slowdowner app and just, spent a long time breaking down each guitar part. And then I went on YouTube and watched footage of him and his son play it to see exactly where their fingers were. Because it's like, how are they landing these arpeggios? So let's discuss. The first one, we'll start with Shuggie's main part, which is the lower part. That's the A arpeggio, so that is 10, 10, 9, 10, 9, which is very similar to... It makes me think of that Allman Brothers song. For those. And then on the G, he does... which is 10... 13 on the B, pulling off to 10, landing on that one. The E minor makes sense to me. And you could do a couple of things. If you're here, you could go on the first one, go. That way you can smoothly get that. That's a good standard form. That's off of that E minor. 10, 7, 8, 9. And then on the B flat, yeah, he's doing what was he implying? He's kind of implying the B flat major 7, yeah, because he's going still on that same 10. So every arpeggio he started with that 10, and that is 10, 8, 10, landing on that G. That one is hard to get on this guitar because the tiny fretboard on this Mustang. I know Shuggie Otis is partial to Gibsons, 335s, and I think SGs, which makes a little more sense. They're a little wider and flatter. Ooh, maybe I need to buy one. So there's his first part. And then he layers a guitar harmony a third higher, which ends up yielding very interesting results. And it's fun to watch the clip of him playing this live because he does this no problem, and I could, it's not no problem for me. It's very hard, and you could see his son struggling to keep up with him because I guess Shuggie's just, he's just got it down. Okay, so the harmony on that A chord. 14, slide back to 12, 9, 10, which is, like an A6th arpeggio. When it drops back to the G, he harmonizes with. So that is 15, 12, 13, 12. When it drops to the E minor, I love this arpeggio. I like that one. And that's a perfect harmony for the lower one. It's 15, slide it back to 14, 10, 12. This is maybe the hardest one in it. Whatever the B flat one is tricky. He's on 13. So for shredders, that would be easy, but I'm not a shredder, so it's hard. 13, 8, 11 on the B, 10 on the B. Yeah, creating that unexpected and amazing outro for that song, that little guitar harmony workout. In general, guitar harmonies are kind of always great. Then there's something I forget to use when in the recording studio. They're like, oh, I need a guitar solo. I'd always rather listen to some weird guitar harmony, some Brian May or Thin Lizzy or something like this than, well, I won't say always, but they can be really cool. I think that is all the parts to this song. Good luck with that. Take your time with it. Enjoy that record. What a cool artist. And thanks for watching.